Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 on the beautiful Renault 18 GTX estate. Today we're going to try and fix the problem with the brakes. So I've managed to find a master cylinder, so we're going to attach that. We have had a quick look at what's happening in it. We've also disconnected the servo and tested that, and we don't think it's the servo, so fingers crossed that it is just the master cylinder, because that's what I've got. But I'll just show you, because we have had a little look at doing bits. So I don't know how well it will come across on camera. Can you see in there? So it's actually leaking from these seals. So that might actually be the issue, but we've got a whole new master cylinder, so we're going to put that on. The clock also doesn't work, so we might have a little look at that as well, but obviously we've got to change the master cylinder and bleed the brakes, and then we'll test it. And we're also doing some work on the brown Cortina, so we're flitting between the two. But we'll bring you back when we're doing bits and pieces, and you can see what we're doing. Okay. You've seen us actually change a master cylinder before in the Escort, so I don't think you really need to see it again. So, I mean, I'll record the whole thing and I'll time lapse it, because it's exactly the same. Just take the brake pipes off and then disconnect the master cylinder from the servo, take it off, and then obviously just refit. So I'll fast forward this, what Dale's doing, so you don't have to go through that again.
We celebrating tonight.
What's that?
Well, at the time of this video, we've hit 500 subscribers.
No. I just think that's brilliant. I do.
500 people watching two clowns fix cars.
Yeah, well, one clown fixed car, one clown behind the camera.
Oh. No comment?
No.
They're off.
Okay.
So now I need to undo the bolts. So basically what it is, you've got a small one and a big one, then a small one and a big one.
Right.
On them. That's what you've got. Right, let's empty this out. I'm caught them now. Right, I need...
The pipes are all disconnected, and Dale is now going to take off the bolts that hold it onto the servo. So you can't see the bottom one, and to be honest, you probably won't even be able to see the top one when he's doing that either, because his hands will be in the way. So I shall show you this. So, do you remember me saying earlier in the video about the seals? I don't know how well this is going to come across on camera, because it is in brake fluid, but they've put like a silicone or something to try and seal it. So, to be honest, the master cylinder might actually be perfectly fine. It's just them top seals which are gone. But because I've got a new one, which I don't know where I put.
Over.
Is it already over here?
Wheel strut.
So because we've already got another one here, we're just going to fit that. But what I'll do, I won't chuck that master cylinder away. I'll keep that, because if it's just a case of new seals, then it'll be good for a spare. So anyway, Dale's got them off now, so out comes the master cylinder. Just empty. We've got our little pot there with the brake fluid in.
Yeah, it's worth keeping.
Yeah, we'll keep it, because like I say, it can also be reconditioned as well, so it's worth keeping. So Dale's just having a little clean up in there, and now we're going to fit the new one, and I hope it's it looks the same, so I hope it is.
Yeah,
And again, I shall time-lapse this because it's just the reverse of what Dale's done. And also, you would have seen that on the Escort video. If you haven't seen that Escort video of how we did that, I'll put a link in the description and you can watch that as well if you want to. In fact, I don't need to record Dale doing that. I just want to say, guys, I posted this 4 or 5 days ago. We've now actually been back a week. We're back a week today at about 11:30 at night. It's now, well, it's Friday at about 1 o'clock-ish, I think. But me and Dale have been overwhelmed by the amount of subscribers that subscribe purely because of this car and the views. Our best viewing video was actually the Escort. Getting that started after 17 years, which had about 3,400 views. It gained us something like 90 subscribers, so thank you all for that as well. But this one has gained us to date, as I'm filming this, 130 subscribers, and it was on 4,460 odd views, so thank you very much, guys. We really appreciate it. But yeah, anyway, let's get back to doing this. So Dale did just wander off for something. Screwdriver, because he forgot to take the thingies off. So
no, keep them in so you don't get rubbish stuff in them.
So I'm really hoping that this does solve the issue. I mean, like I say, we don't need to watch Dale doing that because you'll have seen it before, but I mean, look at it. I must admit, obviously, I haven't driven this car for a week, and I have missed driving it. It is honestly such a nice car to drive. I'm hoping that we can get this done and this solves the issue, and we can actually take it up the road and test drive it. Obviously, we've got to do the brown Cortina as well, so we'll probably take this up the road while we're waiting for paint to dry. And I might let Dale have a little go in this as well. What I'm also going to do is, a couple of people did ask on the comments of the first video, because I drove this back, obviously I had to buy the car. It wasn't transported. I drove it back, as you obviously saw. Is how you sort out the insurance and stuff on it. So I will put that in this video a bit later on. So I don't know how much we're going to get done today because Dale is only here for this afternoon because he's got his kids this weekend. So we can't do a massive amount. Yeah, I might do that. I might even do that while we're driving down the road. I might do a little explanation of what we're doing and how you register it in the UK. And yeah. Well, Dale's just tightening them up. It's incredibly hot today again.
It is in here.
Definitely in this barn. So we're in Ollie's barn at the moment because ours is completely full, and we're just storing this here for 2 or 3 weeks. We need to get obviously the brown Cortina gone, and then this will actually take its place. But stick around because we've got lots of cars now. We've got the forest green Cortina to build Dale's Ultimate. We've got the Escort still, the Toyota Carina. There will be another video on that coming soon, hopefully. And we've also got the Mark II Fiesta, which if you looked at the shorts, you would have seen. And that's going to be a good one. To be fair, I've always wanted a Mark II Fiesta. My friend had one years ago in an electric blue. A 1.1 festival, and I absolutely loved it. I nearly bought it off him once, and I was like, the day before I was going to buy it, he'd replaced it with an Escort Mark 6, and he had took it round a corner too quick, and he crashed it. So he had the car back, and I didn't get a chance to get it off him. And then we sort of, well, we didn't fall out, but we sort of lost touch, and the car got sold.
So they were a tight fit coming out of that one.
Yeah.
And they're not a tight fit going in there.
Ah.
They're quite loose in there. That one's tight, but that back one's loose. The one that was leaking, the front one, that's the one that was leaking.
Okay.
So
we think that might be why the master cylinder was, because obviously it would have been losing air and a little bit of liquid as well.
It wouldn't have been losing air. Gaining air.
I'll be gaining air. Sorry, it's gaining air.
In.
Yes, you're putting air in the system, which obviously isn't helping it. But yeah, as I was saying before Dale rudely interrupted, is yeah, me and my friend sort of lost touch, and by the time we got reacquainted and stuff, the car had gone. And what I've always wanted to do is, or do and have, is a Mark II Fiesta and do something crazy stupid with it. But Dale has got his level-headed head-on. We're actually going to turn it into an XR2 Rep because we've bought it. It's already got the kit. Because at this stage of our YouTube journey, we're having to pay for every single thing. Obviously, we're not monetized or anything yet, so we're paying for everything, and it would end up costing us quite a few hundred, if not a couple of £1,000s, to do something silly. So we're going to build something normal, and it'll be for sale when we're finished. But yeah, that's what we've got going on at the moment. So Dale's now just pushing the bottle back in. And I can't really see very well, but there we go. So he's just checking that's on with his torch.
Yeah.
That's on.
That's a better fit.
So it's much better fit as well. So fingers crossed, it'll be all right. So we'll put some fluid in it now and check where the bleed nipples are, and then we'll bleed it. Yeah. I actually bought these in Portugal because the car the brakes went to the floor and I pulled up at a petrol station, and I thought it hadn't done that before, so I thought I better get some brake fluid. And they're travel ones, so they're only 250ml. So we're going to put them in now.
Probably like a normal size bottle to someone else.
Yeah, to Jamie, that'd be a normal size.
One. Where is it at the minute? It should.
It's nearly there, to be fair.
Yeah, well, it's there. So I'll leave that for a minute, and then we'll.
Right. So what I'm probably going to do is, am I going to pump in the brake pedal?
You're going to pump, and I'm going to go and get my bit of kit. So.
Right. Okay. Right. I'm in the car, and Dale is outside, and on that master cylinder, it's got a bleed nipple on the actual master cylinder, so we might be able to bleed it through that. So we're going to try that first and see how that goes. Obviously that doesn't work, then we'll have to bleed them from the actual brakes, but we'll try this first. Yep. Okay. Yep. Stopped filming because the camera got a little bit hot, so we finished off the brakes, and they are good. The car is now back in the bunker. So if I press the pedal now, you see and hear that it's got pedal. It doesn't drop to the floor or anything. That was dropping to the floor beforehand. So fortunately it was just the master cylinder. We are about a week late now because we were doing stuff on the brown Cortina as well. So it's Thursday afternoon. Dale's here for the weekend. We've not got a massive amount of time because obviously the afternoon, so we're going to do some simple stuff. What we're going to try and do today is we're going to fit a CD player. I know it'll be sacrilege to some people, but because this does work, the cigarette lighter does work, but when you plug your thing in to charge your phones, it doesn't work. I don't know why, and I don't really want to take that out and put a horrible looking thing and try and keep it a little bit period, where obviously when you put a CD player in, they've got a USB thing so you can charge your phone, and obviously if we ever want to put it back, then we can obviously put it back. I'm also going to test the clock. I'm hoping it works. I have found another one in Italy, but it's nearly £100, so I'm hoping we can get that working. So this is what we're going to do.
Screw. I'll try it. Ready?
Okay. So the knobs should pop off, which they are. And there we go. Look. So one side's come out. In fact, you can just see there. I don't know if it's going to come across on camera. They've got little, like, almost like spring clips, I suppose. So if we can get that out the other side.
No, I say normally that's your fascia plate and it bolts onto the, but obviously not on this one. Not on this one.
No.
So I can go back on.
Good old Renaults.
Well, it's an aftermarket, isn't it?
Yeah.
Roadster.
So we'll try and get this out.
Yeah, you need Got nothing to go.
What
thin.
would be... What about a ruler?
I'll do it like this. Or we'll do it like this. If I was sharp, I'd put a socket on it and then do it with a socket.
Has it come loose?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can just see what he's doing there. He's took the knobs off, and then there's like a little nut which holds like a fascia plate in, and you take that out, and you should be able to see the bits.
Yeah.
So there you go. So you can actually see
do
the
it
bits.
properly.
Yeah. There we go. And the old one is out. And in fact, have they got plugs already? No, they're probably not the right ones. No, they're not. But we shall. So that's out. I'll let Dale just disconnect the plugs. So that's the aerial.
That's your earth.
Earth.
And that's your wiring into the car.
Yeah.
I'll leave that.
So what we could do is split them from here, maybe. Or
split them on the old radio.
Yeah, split them on the old radio.
And join them. Yeah, because you don't want to cut into your car's wiring.
No. So I don't know if you got that. So we're going to cut the wires on this side, which is radio side, rather than the car loom side. And when we want to put this back in, all we need to do is just solder up the joints, solder them back up. But obviously it's slightly different. Oh, drop the radio. Obviously the connections are slightly different on the modern radios. So yeah, we'll do that now, and I'll bring you back.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got everything here ready. Dale's just cutting the wires from the radio. And like I say, if we want to put this back in, then it's just a case of soldering the joints, putting some heat shrink around it, and just matching up the wires. This is the...
Just watch that wire because it's live.
Yeah.
It's blank, but it's live.
Yeah, so this is the new CD player that we're putting in, a JVC. And it's got the USB port there. Once it's in, we'll show you what it's doing and how it's working. But what I'll do now, I'll disconnect these from here so it's easier for Dale. Right, so we've got it all connected up. We're not going to show the wires as per a previous video. We don't want to get in trouble if you guys do it wrong, it sets fire to anything. But everything's connected. So if I now turn the key on the ignition, so the ignition's on. It takes a second. There it is. And so if I press number 1 now, I'd already preset this. There we go. So I won't keep that on for too long. So that's all in. So we're going to put all the cage in now and put it back in, and we'll show you what it all looks like when it's finished. Right. So no, it just clips in. Should we do it? That's it. Right, we're in. Actually looks all right. Doesn't look out of place. So we'll just test it again. So ignition on. Takes a second for it. Oh, there we go. So there we go. And then number 1, because that's the one I've preset in. So look at that. Perfect. Yeah, and it doesn't look out of place. So yeah, really happy with that. We have had, I'll turn the ignition off. We have had a little play with the clock. But there's power going to it, but basically the clock just doesn't work. So, because you can actually get the time and date on the CD player, what I'm tempted to do, if I can't find a clock, so I don't really want to be spending £100 on a clock, is maybe see if I can find another blanking plate and put that over it, or maybe if I can find something that might retrofit it. But for now, I'm really happy with that. So that's that bit done. I think we're going to have a little look, because I was told that this button here, which does the rear window wiper, is a little bit iffy. Now, I've not pressed it yet, so I don't know what it does. So we might test that now. And yeah, that's basically pretty much it on this car, because it's in such good condition and everything else. We will do some give it an oil change, and we'll give it a service, because obviously it's just done 1,000 miles or over 1,000 miles, so we'll do that. And I have also purchased the whole dashboard, another dashboard, because obviously this is in kilometers per hour and I want it in miles per hour, so we can switch them over. And I don't know if you can see that the temperature gauge is slightly raised, so the petrol, you can't see it. And the reason being, I don't know if it will come across on camera, if I go this way, the actual needle on the temperature gauge is actually bent, so it gets stuck. So the one I've got, and we're just going to literally change everything out, and we'll try and do it and fit it all up, and then that'll be road legal in England as well. So that's all good. So we'll do the next bits now, and we'll bring you back. We are now the following week. You can see in there that we've already put the speedometer in. I'll be honest, it was boiling hot, and we just sort of forgot to record it, but it's very easy to take the dash out. Basically, you pull that out, and there's a screw behind it, and the same the other side. And then underneath here, there's 2 screws. You take them out and you just pull it off. There's a couple of plastic clips. That's actually to get your speedo cable out. To actually get the bezel out, if I get it the right way, once you take the 2 screws out of the side, the top bit of this bit comes off, and then you're left with the dash in place like that, and you pull it forward, and you can see there's 2 little springy bits there, one each side. You pull them forward, and the dashboard then tilts out, and then when you take that plate off underneath, you can get your hand up and disconnect the speedo cable. Once you've disconnected the speedo cable, you can pull it out a little bit more, and then you can get to the plugs to the back. And all you do to change the speedo is you disconnect them 2 screws, and then you disconnect the black bit off of the white bit, so these tabs here, that comes off, and then there's 2 screws diagonally, one will be there and one will be there, and you just unscrew them, and the speedo will come out. We did actually try and put this whole binnacle in, and the rev counter didn't work. So yeah, we took the speedo out and we used my original one. We also didn't take out the the temperature gauge, and that is because I was looking online, and it seems that most of them actually do that, and they don't seem to drop. We have bent the little needle in, and it's still doing it. So, but we're going to leave that. The clock doesn't work. I have ordered a new clock. That should actually arrive today, but if we get time, we'll put that in and we'll wire that up. The switch, when you press it, the window wiper works. There's no water coming out. We're not sure why there's no water coming out. It's probably got a blockage. And we pressed it and it was all good, and it stopped. And I was like, oh, there's nothing actually wrong with the switch. And a couple of minutes later, the wiper started going off again. So there's something wrong with the switch itself on the contacts. We might try and take it apart and see if there's a contact broken or something. If not, then I'm going to have to get another one. There is one from a guy selling one in Holland, about 30-40 quid with delivery, which isn't too bad. But yeah, that's where we're at with it. And I say, we don't need to do a massive amount on this car because it was so mint to start with. It desperately needs a wash because the bunker is very dusty. And there we go. So Andy's with us today. We are actually going to a show today over at Parsons Drove, but the weather, well, it isn't at the moment, but it's going to be raining on and off all day. So we're going to do some bits. We're also going to do finish off the Escort in the background, brake servo and a couple of bits, and hopefully that'll be then ready for the MOT, because that is fighting us every single time now we get something fixed, something else goes wrong with it. So hopefully that will be the last of the issues with that, and I can have it MOT'd. But thank you very much for watching. I did say that I was going to tell you how I did all the insurance and registration, everything in the UK. I'm actually going to do that on a separate video, and I'll talk you through everything, how we do it. The reason why I'm not doing it on this video is because the English registration hasn't come through yet. It's been sent off, but I want to show you how you do it exactly, and what like the DVLA say, and how you deal with the Nova certificates and all of that. So that will be in a separate video. Hopefully that won't be too long. As soon as the logbook comes back, I shall record that for you. But thank you very much for watching, and if you liked the video, well, please give it a like and give it a subscribe and put some comments, and thank you very much. See you in the next one.